Today I'm going to show you how to prepare what we as Belizeans know as salty, crocus bag, Christmas, or Belizean ham. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So here's our beautiful ham. And as a child growing up in Belize, I used to know this ham as crocus bag ham or Belizean ham. So although we used to know this ham as crocus bag ham or Belizean ham, it's really not cured in Belize at all. It's cured right here in America. And I didn't learn that until my dad started distributing this ham. He gets it every Christmas. He only gets a limited amount. So if you guys are here in California and you'd like to get this ham, you better get in touch with him pretty quick because I think it's almost all gone. It's really expensive, but it's so worth it. It's nostalgic for me. It takes me back to a time when I was little and this ham was pretty special at Christmas time. Now to prepare it, you can't just like stick it in the oven or slice a piece off and fry it or something with your eggs because it's very, very salty. It's prepared so much more differently than the basic ham that you can get here. So what we're gonna have to do is get some type of a saw, and of course I'm gonna end this Joe with that part, and he's gonna cut it in half, and we're gonna stick it in a big pot of water, and we're gonna boil it for hours. We're gonna throw the water off after a few hours and put clean water and boil it yet again. Maybe 2 or 3 times we're gonna do that to get a lot of the salt out so that we can eat this ham and not let it affect our blood pressure. And of course, even so, you just wanna eat a little piece with your egg now and again. You don't wanna be greedy about it, right? So let's get our wonderful Belizean / crocus bag smoked ham going. Okay, so this is what the ham looks like. Joe took it from the wrapping and he's using that cleaver to try to cut through it till he gets to the bone. And after he gets to the bone, he's going to use a saw. All right, so show me your saw. So, lower. Okay, so he's actually using what? A hog saw. Isn't that like ironic that he's cutting a ham that came from a hog and he's using a hog saw? Joe's laughing. And he cut it straight in half, and now we're just going to put it in a big pot of water and boil it. Before he submerges it in that pot of water, I wanted you to see, that ham looks like green and dirty, like it has algae or penicillin or something on it, or jonjo. Belize people know it as jonjo. And a lot of people living here now brings the ham back to my dad after they buy it because they think it's gone bad, but it's not, it's aged. So here's the ham. It came out pretty good. Joe cooked it for about 3 hours. When he first started, he cooked it in that first batch of water for about 1.5 hours. Then he changed out the water, and then he cooked it for another 1.5 hours. And it's just sitting here on the cutting board, cooling down before we put it in the refrigerator. And after it's cooled down, or even after we put it on the fridge, we're gonna slice it. And what we normally do is cook this in the morning with our breakfast, with eggs and stuff. Or we can eat pieces hors d'oeuvres, and we eat with mustard, hot sauce, stuff like that. And I don't put anything sweet on top of the ham, no honey, no sugar, no brown sugar, nothing like that, because I like this ham salty as it is, and I like it more so like hors d'oeuvres rather than a sweet type of a meat. If you guys pick up one of these hams, I promise you're going to enjoy this. So even though it's still hot, I was able to cut off a little piece to just show you. See, this is our finished product. It's beautiful. I can't wait to taste the piece. So salty. This is another product you can get from my dad's store. This is a Dutch cheese or Edam cheese. This is a whole one. Well, as I'm sure you guys can tell, it's that time of the year again when my voice starts acting up. And of course, it didn't help that I went out to a party last night and was out in the cold night air until late. But Joe was insistent that he was going to prepare this ham today, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity because, of course, when am I going to buy this ham again, right? Next Christmas. So I'm glad that I turned on the camera and shared this little venture with you guys. If you guys are interested in picking up one of these hams, I'm going to put up my dad's link, bluefield-pro.com, and I'm going to put up his phone number. And especially if you're in the Southern California area, you may want to contact him to see if he has any more in stock, okay? I promise you, you're not going to regret trying this ham again. It's very salty, but if you do it like the way Joe did, I promise you it's going to come out awesome. Thank you for watching the show. I love you for subscribing. And I really want to thank you guys, especially for sharing the show with your friends and family because it's really growing. Until I see you again, take care.